Welcome to Cold Grind Chronicles. You aren't here to consume content, you are here to calibrate. We are stripping away the noise to build the mental architecture of the pitch. Let's get to work.
Listen to me, mate. There are 10 players on that pitch who can make a mistake and get away with it. A midfielder loses the ball and they've got a back line to cover them. A striker misses a sitter and they just jog back waiting for the next cross. But you are the solitary fortress. You live on an island where every single error is projected on a scoreboard and the silence that follows a mistake is deafening. That isolation isn't a curse, it's a privilege. But to survive it, your mind has to be bulletproof.
Let's talk about Leo. 13 years old. Technically brilliant, reflexes like a cat, but he carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. Last weekend, he let a cheap shot slip through his gloves at the near post. The crowd groaned, his shoulders slumped. He spent the rest of the match rooted to his line, terrified of making another mistake. The isolation got into his blood.
It's 6 a.m. on match day. The house is dead silent. The shadows are long in Leo's bedroom. Before his feet even hit the floor, the anxiety from last week tries to creep back in. But Leo doesn't hit snooze. He stands up and immediately executes the first whistle standard, making his bed to absolute perfection. Why? Because it builds immediate discipline and wins the mental first tackle of the day. Just like we talked about with our midfielders and strikers in previous sessions, discipline over motivation is the foundation. Do not wait to feel ready, build the readiness. He walks over to his duffel bag, packed the night before. This is the kit prep protocol. His gloves are washed and slightly damp for maximum grip. His studs are cleaned, his water bottle is filled. He isn't rushing around looking for a missing shin guard. This protocol reduces decision fatigue and signals absolute seriousness to his brain. He picks up his left glove, rips the Velcro strap open and pulls it aggressively tight across his wrist. Rip, snap. That sound is his trigger. Caring for his equipment is paramount because respect for his tools transfers directly to respect for his performance. He is ready. The heavy locker room door swings shut, instantly cutting off the outside noise. The smell of deep heat, damp mud and nervous sweat fills the air. Outside, it's a freezing, torrential downpour. The pitch is going to be an absolute swamp, making every bounce of the ball unpredictable. This isn't just a Sunday kickabout. It's a heavily scouted trial tournament, and they are up against a local derby rival. A clean sheet today changes everything. The stakes are suffocating.
Leo sits on the wooden bench, closing his eyes. The chaos of his teammates shouting and hyping each other up fades away. He initiates his breathwork anchor, deploying the box breathing technique we've mastered. 4 seconds in, hold for 4, 4 seconds out, hold for 4. This isn't just relaxation, it's biomechanical regulation. It actively lowers his heart rate, flushes cortisol, and restores pure, unadulterated focus in the tunnel. As he stands up, he shifts into that Alisson activation. He begins a sequence of dynamic, explosive movements, side to side, paired with a calm, internal self-talk script. He remembers the blueprint of Alisson Becker. The best keepers are calm when everyone else is panicking. He isn't trying to be hyped up, he is building a commanding presence. Before he walks out the door, he pauses. He activates the Courtois wall mindset, visualising his defensive shape and preparing mentally to organise his back line. Thibaut Courtois knows the secret. Command your box like it's your kingdom. Leo isn't just a shot stopper today, he is the architect of the defence. The referee's whistle cuts through the biting, freezing rain. The mud instantly squelches under Leo's studs, thick and heavy. Within 10 minutes, the threat arrives. Introduce the flawed mirror rival. Their number 9 is electric. All step-overs, flashy boots and pure arrogance. He's immensely talented but entirely undisciplined, constantly looking for the glory play. But he is fast and he knows Leo hesitates when isolated.
A through ball slices past Leo's centre-backs. The striker is in on goal. The pitch is slick. Leo has to decide, stay or go. He hesitates. He gets caught in no man's land, halfway between his 6-yard box and the penalty spot. The striker doesn't even have to work for it. He just dinks it softly over Leo's head. The ball splashes into the back of the net. 1-0.
The crowd cheers for the rival. Leo's centre-back throws his hands up in frustration. The self-doubt crashes into Leo like a physical wave. The old Leo would spiral right here. He would shrink, retreat to his goal line and let the fear of a second mistake dictate the rest of his game. Not today. Breathe with him right now, mate. Inhale for 4. Hold. Exhale. Leo steps back into his goal mouth. He executes the 2-second reset. It's the exact same loss mitigation protocol we built with the anchor striker in episode 3, designed to prevent a spiral after mistakes. He looks down at his left hand. Reap, snap. He pulls the Velcro strap of his glove violently tight. He turns around and double taps the crossbar with his knuckles. The reset is complete. He states his first identity anchor. I am the solitary fortress. I dictate the space. The game restarts and the tempo is frantic. 5 minutes later, the rival team drives down the wing. A winger looks up, preparing to whip a vicious in-swinging ball into the mixer. Leo activates his cross and set-piece anticipation. This is about reading trajectory and timing to control the penalty area. He doesn't watch the winger's eyes, he watches the biomechanics of the winger's hips and the angle of his plant foot. The ball is launched into the freezing rain. It's swirling. Instead of staying glued to his line, Leo attacks the space. He explodes off his back foot, driving his knee up for protection and punches the heavy, wet leather clear out of the 18-yard box. Total command. The ball falls to his defensive midfielder, but they are immediately swarmed by 2 aggressive pressers. The midfielder passes it frantically back to Leo.
This is the Crucible. A tactical decision has to be made right now. The opposition is executing a high press. Leo receives the ball at his feet. The flied rival striker is sprinting at him, screaming, trying to force an error. Leo weighs his options aloud in his head. I can launch it long into the wind, but it's a 50-50 ball and my forwards are small. Or I can roll a heavily weighted pass through the pressing line to my
He chooses the role. He executes perfect distribution decision making. This isn't just about getting rid of the ball, it's about turning defence into attack. He slices a low driven pass right past the rushing striker, directly onto the fullback's strong foot. The press is broken. The counter-attack is on. 85th minute, still 1-0. The rain is biblical now, stinging his eyes. His legs are heavy, shivering in the cold. The rival team counters. A lucky deflection sends the flashy striker through on goal again. It's a carbon copy of the first goal. A 1v1 isolation. This is the hero moment. The striker takes a heavy touch into the box, looking up, expecting Leo to be caught in no man's land again. But Leo has activated spatial positioning mastery. He knows that being in the optimal spot before the action is what makes world-class keepers look like they barely have to dive. He aggressively closes the distance while the ball is travelling, then violently sets his feet in a low, wide base the millisecond the striker looks up. He is cutting the angle. By By stepping 2 yards out, he has mathematically suffocated the striker's visual targets. To the striker, Leo suddenly looks 10 feet tall. Gianluigi Donnarumma's blueprint rings in his head. Stay big, make them doubt themselves.
The striker panics. He tries to force a shot near post. Leo doesn't guess. He reacts. He drops his left knee, extending his strong left arm. The ball smashes against his wrist with a sickening thud and deflects wide. He rips his Velcro strap tight. Rip, snap, double taps the post. He stands up and states his second identity anchor. I do not react to the game. The game reacts to me. The save injects pure adrenaline into his squad. But Leo doesn't just celebrate. He immediately transitions to elevating teammates through vocal organisation. He doesn't just yell, push out. He turns individuals into a cohesive unit. Right shoulder Mason, squeeze the gap, step up, step up. His voice is a booming, authoritative drumbeat that physically moves his backline higher up the pitch. From the ensuing corner, Leo catches the ball cleanly at its highest point. He hits the ground and immediately looks up. He channels the Ederson builder mindset. He knows that accurate distribution under pressure changes the game's entire tempo. Ederson said it himself. Every save is temporary. Every distribution can win the game. Leo spots his winger making a blindside run. With a single fluid motion, he executes a devastating side volley distribution. The ball cuts through the freezing rain, travelling 40 yards perfectly into the winger's stride. 2 touches later, the ball is in the back of the opponent's net. 1-1. The whistle blows. The trial is over. As Leo walks off the pitch, the scout makes a note on his clipboard. But Leo isn't looking at the scout. He looks down at his gloves. This is the habit echo. He explicitly links his on-pitch success, his ability to grip that wet ball and execute that final distribution, directly back to the off-pitch kit prep protocol from the night before. The meticulous preparation in the shadows forged the armour he needed in the light. Take a breath, mate. Here is your data debrief. You executed 6 successful aggressive cross claims in torrential conditions. You maintained a 100% save rate in 1v1 isolations after the initial reset. You generated 4 successful progressive distributions that bypassed the opponent's pressing line, resulting in the equalising goal. Consistent application of these stats over weeks doesn't just make you a good shot stopper, it makes you a generational anchor for your team. It compounds into match dominance. Now, here is your gamified micro challenge for the next 7 days. I want you to build that Ederson builder distribution mindset. For the next week, you will execute 30 weak foot distributions against a wall or with a partner every single day. Track it on a physical chart in your bedroom. But here is the accountability element. You'll text one of your centre-backs today and tell them your standard. Tell them to expect you to play out from the back under pressure this weekend. Make the promise, then back it up with the unseen hours. The session is complete. The work is now yours to carry on to the pitch. Don't look for validation in the outcome. Look for discipline in the process. The session is complete. The work is now yours to carry on to the pitch. Dismissed.
Cold Grind Chronicles!